Hello! Sorry, my hands are killing me right now. Like they're on fire. I don't know why. What's up, everybody? What is keyboarding today? Yeah, I have my hands are on fire today, and then alternatively, I guess additionally, my gums are like bothering the fuck out of me, and I know why my gums are bothering me. I don't know if you guys know this, but I have a dead tooth, like in my front row over here on the bottom. Every now and then, I literally don't even know what it is. My teeth and my gums just get a little bit like, not tingly, but they get like irritated to the point where it's like pressure feels good on them. So like brushing my teeth will feel like amazing, flossing feels amazing. I have no clue what it is, but just I'd say like once or twice a year this happens, and then for like a few days, and then it goes away. I've asked the dentist, and they don't know what it is either. They said it could just be the dead tooth. Gum detox, dude. Trust. Is that like I'm using a new version of Listerine, which is like gum therapy. I just started using it today, so I'm hoping in a week. But toothpaste, I know you've linked me a few things. Can you link it to me? I think we're in need of toothpaste anyways, so. But yeah, every now and then. It's weird though, because like my gums are healthy, and I'll look. Sorry, the last few days have been crazy. My gums have been on fire like the last day, irritated wise. But yeah, my gums are healthy and my teeth are fine, so I don't know what the hell's going on. Another cracking board from James AKB. Dude, I'm excited for this one. Genuinely super, super excited. I mean, I don't think my hands are swollen. I mean, what do you guys think? They're red. Do you guys see how they're red in areas? See? I've been told it's, what's the contact dermatitis thing? But I don't think so. I think it's legitimately just the weather. Whenever it gets really cold and it gets really dry, this basically happens. But it's only here, and then on these fingers here. No other hands, no other fingers. Just like this, basically. Right here. Here too, on the side. Don't get it. Yeah, I gotta start doing that too. Honestly, I have a bunch of stuff that even my girlfriend gave me, some face serum stuff. I never used any of it, so. Poke your hand if the non-red dot become variously red again and swollen. No, it's staying. It's basically staying red. Maybe use another soap, a more sensitive one. I could try that too. We just swapped to a sensitive one, and I don't know if that made it worse or not. Dude, it feels like a Friday, if I'm being honest with you guys. Are you sure okay to build with those hands? Are you asking? Wait, Anna, do you want to take over? You want to come downstairs and take over? What do you think? You want to get out of the cube? And it lives in the cube, if you guys didn't know. On my way, you let him live upstairs. He actually lets me live downstairs, in case you guys didn't know. And it is gracious. He lets me live here. He decides to live in the cube. That's his decision. You're welcome. Oh my goodness. Wait, really? I wish it was that nice. August, thank you so much for the Prime. By the way, guys, we're still doing giveaways. I'm not closing it anytime soon, but every 50 subs, where is it? Every 50 subs we'll do a giveaway. I think in 15 more subs, we're doing another giveaway, so. Wait, listen and don't judge. Thanks, dude. And it's so rich, spreading wealth all over. Agreed. Nicest guy. That makes up for all the kohakus he's never gifted us. Wasn't he supposed to give everyone 100 kohakus or something like that? I heard Anna's real estate portfolio is worth 25 milli after tearing foreclosures away from poor families. You are fucked up, Anna. I almost called you Adam. You are completely. It was mantas? Oh, it was mantas? And it was going to gift us all mantas. I thought it was kohakus too. Nice haircut. Thanks. I fixed my dry hair. Dude, that was actually something. So, okay, wild. I learned a lot this year, I feel, about body care stuff. The dry hair thing, I was convinced it was the water was hard water or something. It wasn't. It was literally, I was over shampooing my hair. And I guess I just have never done that. But when we moved, I guess I started getting used to taking like more frequent, like, how can I word this? Hair days, I guess. Like I was just basically washing my hair more often. I don't know why that is. I think it just became part of my routine. And I was shampooing more often, like double the amount I was doing before. And my hair was disastrous, dude. And then I think also the, maybe from doing that. And I think also from the conditioner I was using. Apparently you can have too much protein buildup in the conditioner. So, I just basically went down to shampooing actually I've extended it. Once every 9 days I shampoo. And then basically, like, my hair is fine past that. It doesn't smell, I don't get dandruff, nothing. So, yeah, and I did upgrade. I say upgrade. I just bought a different brand of shampoo. I don't know if that also helped. But yeah, I don't have long hair, so I guess I can kind of like get away with it. But yeah, now it literally is back to the same texture. It even feels like it's fuller now. It's not oily. It's nothing. Once every like 6 to 9 days, I'd say. Yeah, like I would say at most once a week. Bro, I've been told to never use 2-in-1s my whole ass life because it would fuck my hair. I have nice, healthy hair, and as confirmed by my barber, 2-in-1 is meta, baby. I used to use 2-in-1, but it would dry my hair out even when I used it one time, so. You do have to find the right product for you, though. But dude, so happy, because listen, guys, I'll be real. I was starting to not feel like myself. The hair thing was starting to really like get under my skin. I was like, why is my hair frizzy all the time? Like it was dry. It didn't look good. Now it's back to its like normal thing. And turns out I just needed to pay less attention to it, which is crazy. So, pretty wild if you ask me. But how was your guys' day? Did everyone have a good one? I'm so vain about my hair. It's weird. I am too usually. Were you starting to feel like more like Morgan J? Does he have like frizzy kind of hair? I don't even know. If it's dry, just water it? You're right, I should have. My hair thin and I feel fear for baldness? Nah, I just embrace that. Honestly, if I ever start to get a little baldness, I'm just shaving it all off. I ain't fucking dealing with it. Dude, the green Stratum looks so good. Honestly, I've been using this keyboard all day long. Been loving it. I want to know more about your dead tooth just sitting there. It's this. You guys can kind of see. See this? I think it's this one. This tooth here. It's dead. When I was a kid, basically we were all standing in line. You know, like when you're done recess, you stand in line to go back inside. I don't know if everyone does that, but some kid in front of me was doing like one of these, just like swinging his head back and forth, and then he just went like buck wild, and like I had nowhere to go, and he just right into like the bottom of my mouth. And then, long story short, he basically killed my tooth. And then I had to get a root canal. And then they fucked up the root canal. And then my gums got swollen. And then I got an infection. And then they had to, like, that was completely their fault. So they actually, I think it was sucky for me. But they had to, like, basically do surgery to my gums. Yeah, it was not fun at all. But I got to see what dissolving stitches feel like. Very weird. Very weird. Yeah, and this was like all like a very short time period too, so pretty crazy. But yeah, it's always bothered me ever since. Like it's never obviously been the same. And then, like eventually I'm gonna have to get it capped, I think, because they said it would eventually turn like black basically, or I guess like dark color of some sort. So I'd probably have to get it capped. I'm just gonna leave it. It's fine. Honestly, I'm not too like vain about anything in my mouth. I just don't give a shit. Get a grill, maybe. It's actually been like, it's if I don't tell you about it, you probably would never notice, which is crazy because this happened probably 20 years ago. Ooh, a filling break? Yeah, I don't even want to think of what that feels like. I hate dentist stuff, to be real with you guys. I chipped 2 teeth last year. I have a chipped tooth too. How'd you chip yours? Oh, you didn't say. I chipped mine eating ice cream. I was eating the ice cream. It was so good. I took a bite of the spoon. Popcorn for first one. I don't know about the second. How? Oh, I was just eating it really quick. It was really good, and I just took a bite of the spoon. And the spoon just, like, destroyed my tooth. They filled it. They actually did the whole thing where, like, they made it better. And then it chipped later on and just knocked out the filling for the chip or whatever it was. And it's supposed to be actual ice cream. No, it was soft ice cream, but the spoon wasn't so soft. The spoon wasn't so soft, dude. But okay, guys. Touchstone today. Very much looking forward to this one here. This is Canyon Key's new project. It will be live through April 13th. Estimated delivery will be Q4 2026, and it starts at $485. It does have one variant where it can get a little bit more expensive, and then if you get a hot swap PCB, that'll up the price by about $10. But I have to tell you guys, and I'm going to share my screen. Let me quickly do this. This is my favorite thing from Canyon Keys in a hot minute. Well, okay, I did like their last release. They've had some pretty good ones, but I really like this release. Here is the board. I'm telling you guys, my absolute favorite release in a while, dude. I think this looks so pretty. They have some different colors for this. The yellow is the more expensive one, I think, because it's coated. Also, Sinister, thank you very much. Thank you. But this keyboard is just hot, bro. Like, it is gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. The mono color is nice. Everything about it I'm into visually. Very fun project. Definitely a little pricey, but I can understand why in some degree. It is nice. Pokeball keyword with the red. Is it actually like Pokeball themed? Nah, not really. This would look so good with Jasult as well. Like, there's so many good keycap sets that would just like slap on this. But so good. You know what else is so good that would always slaps no matter what? El Quan. This guy always shows up to stream with the cutest looking face. I don't see it, but I know it's there. Just because I've seen him in real life. Love that El Quan guy. What am I slapping? I don't know. I'll leave that up to imagination, my guy. I'll leave that up to you. But alright, they sent me the mono one. This is going to be a sponsored stream. I'm not keeping the board, though. I wish I could. Not going to lie. I wish I could. But I might have to get... This is one of those boards where if... I really hope this sounds good. At least to my preferences. Because I kind of want one. Here is the board. It is a full-size board, which is nice to see. And it's also really refreshing to see a full-size keyboard that doesn't suck, like, visually. What is this? I actually didn't even notice this. Oh, this is just a card. I thought this was a piece of aluminum. Is it a piece of aluminum? I have no clue. Okay, we have some accessories here. I don't know if this is going to be all final packaging. I think they said there's more final packaging yet to come. Let me see. The standard and South Pop versions have different... No, I already read this part here. No, nothing really good. I don't know if this will come with a case at the end of the day. That's the one thing I didn't look. But look at this. First of all, really like this top frame. Really, really nice. My daughter was born last night at 10:35. Last night, everyone doing well and healthy? I'm gonna pause 1 second. Got a statement. Burn. Congratulations to you and the fam, bro. Congrats, huge. Congrats, dude. Everyone's good and healthy. That's the most important part, right? Damn, dude. Thank you, Bird. Appreciate it. We should be giving you subs if we could. Dude, Bird. Congrats, man. That's big news. What a big step. I bet that was such a happy night, bro. Congratulations. Wow. Wow. To each their own hovering, but I remember the feeling. Oh, man. Well, congrats, man. Damn, the keyboard doesn't seem so important now. Congrats, dude. All right, let's flip this keyboard over. It is a good-looking board, though. It is a good-looking board. And here is the side profile. Sorry, there's a little dust on this, I think. No, that's just some tape. Sorry, that's just adhesive tape. This was in bubble wrap, and the tape was kind of everywhere. Good side profile, too. And then this, they killed it with this. Did James design this? Is this one of James's keyboards? You know, I totally forgot to see who was the designer. Let's see. Did they put a designer on this? Does it say here? This is so nice. I gotta say, though, I think, believe it or not, I think this keyboard looks good in just about every colorway. I don't think there's a bad colorway to go with this. This is so nice. So, it's a very, like, artsy board, I'd say. Red and yellow, though. Honestly, I like everything. There's not a bad color for this board. Look at that. Even the back looks nice. They did a good job. You know, like, it looks simple. Actually, you know, the mono's nice. The mono's growing on me. At first, I thought I wouldn't love the mono. I knew we were getting it, but I was, you know... The blue's nice, too. Very pretty, man. This part's really cool. I like the texture. The only thing I could say, like, maybe design-wise that I would have loved to see, and I know they kind of have it right over here, so we'll see as we kind of build this. Maybe a splash of, actually, do the other ones have a splash of color? Not really. Maybe a splash of something else on the top, just to kind of really show there's some paneling on the bottom. Other than that, man, visually, this slaps. They killed it with this. They really did. Weird stab indentations? Not really. I think what's going on with the stab indentations, I could be wrong. I'm going to make a guesstimate here. Typically what happens is when you want to lower a board's front height, you obviously have to make the bottom thinner in some cases as well, which means you have to figure out ways to make the PCB sit lower. One trick you could do is actually basically shave some areas down over here, which is also smart. We had to do this for some projects we're working on too. You have to shave some parts of the aluminum down so the stabs, if they have a screw, can still fit and bounce around and do things. So it's part of the compromise there, but also not really a compromise. Dude, Mikey, I'm not able to stick around tonight, but hope you have a great stream. Thanks, man. You have a good one too. Thank you, dude. Thank you, man. But yeah, not really a compromise, I'd say. I think this board could have also benefited maybe from some like internal stepping over here just to give it some extra oomph. But I have no doubt in my mind that this is probably going to add some different sound texture to this. Excited to see what this sounds like, though. Let's put the feet on before I forget. This is nice. This is a really pretty board, though. Yeah, it is. It is. And I think theme-wise, they really, really hit the nail on the head with this. You know what? Like we've been having some good themed boards this week. The Stratum, this, I'm liking it. The back of this board is like when you build a home and they're like, here are the subway tiles for the shit. Please pick one. Maybe in this color it feels like that for sure. What's going on, Chayo? Who's wrong with art? I studied art for a little bit, but I remember basically nothing. I just remember what I had to remember because I was painting at the time, and that's why I had to study art. But there was so much to learn, and I don't remember much. I'm sorry, but this board is screaming rainy day. I don't think I have anything like that. I don't know what we'll put on this, to be honest. I'm going to use granite switches today. I was desperately trying to prepare some Cherry MX Blacks, and then I thought, I don't think I have the energy to lube 110 switches, and then I was, like, 110 cherries, so then I was just lubing some other switches that I had, And I thought, I don't know if I'll like these. So I figured, why not just use granites? And then I can just use a different spacebar if so be it. Because at least I know I like granites. So I'm going to use granites. Okay, so this we can just do later. Jim K Mono. I mean, I was thinking maybe just put like Shosh in or something on this. Like keep it kind of stealthy. I guess we only need... I don't know if we need both of these. I think we only need one, but I'll just put that there for now. Miami Nights might look cool too, actually. All right. Yeah, this is a very pretty board. This is like one of the few full-size boards where I think they did a theme for a full-size extremely, extremely well. Go Cannon Keys. I think, you know what? Actually, from a theme perspective, I kind of appreciate the internal screws here. I think it makes sense. I feel like this looks better, actually, without screws. One of the few cases where I'll actually say, this looks better without the screws being visible. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't mind these. There is a lot of them, though. Now, let's take a look at the PCB. Or PCBs, I should say. This is the hot swap variant. I don't know if the sockets will be this color for the final. I know sometimes with test PCBs, they give us the sockets. So these could not be final socket colors. Either way, I don't think it matters that much because they're purple. But pretty good layout support. The only thing I see missing really is ISO, and there might be an ISO PCB. I'm not too sure. It's got everything we need. Yeah, pretty nice, pretty nice. Yeah, some pretty nice options. I think this is also going to be available in Southpaw, I think. Yeah, Southpaw is available for this as well. I don't have Southpaw today. Where's the other PCB? How the hell do I get to it? And then this is the secondary PCB. And then I think you would have to get, yeah, you would have to get the specific Southpaw PCB here. Yeah, I mean, this has options too. Lots of them. So if you wanted to not make this in traditional numpad, you can make it into whatever you want. That's crazy. What are the options on that? So you can do Southpaw win key or win keyless or regular. And then in terms of other options for layout, there is a lot of layout support here. Tons. The front height of the board is 20 millimeters. Now, for whatever reason, if I had to give you as a guess, I would actually say something like 18. It looks lower than it is. But 20 millimeters is literally the upper threshold of what I consider comfortable. Anything past 20 mil, I'm usually kind of like meh on personally. And this is a 7-degree type angle, which is pretty standard, I think. Not bad, not bad. QMK and VIA support. I don't know if it'll load up today, but we'll see. So this particular variant would be $495. Not bad. For something like this, I would say not bad personally. And then what plate did they send us today? They sent us aluminum. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Very nice. Lefties unite. Indeed, dude. Indeed. What's happening, Mr. Otos? Not much. Today's been a slow day. I had to edit a video today, and I got kind of caught up editing that, and I think that ended up taking me like 3.5 hours. Normally, editing videos takes me about an hour and a half, 2 hours. But it was for the Stratum, and I feel like, I don't know why, it was kind of slow today. What's the front height? It is 20 millimeters. What's your current recommendations for a build? Ideally under $300 in stock and hot swap. All separate, no pre-builds. My #1 recommendation on the market at the moment. If you want something semi, disguised as upper premium type thing, get yourself a Neo 60 or 65 core. Love that board. Love, love, love it. Now, if you want something bigger, Neo offers those. If you want something that I feel like can save you even more money, that way there you can get better keycaps, get yourself maybe the Eve 65 or even the classic TKL, or even the Bauer Light. That's also a fun one too. But those are all going to be like injection molded keyboards. But I really think I don't know how you're going to start beating the Neo stuff. If you wait just a little bit, though, you may be able to pick yourself up the Tofu series stuff. The new Tofu 60 and 65 3.0s are going to be part of my recommendation list the moment they go in stock. But right now, they're still on the being made phase. So the moment they're in stock, I think that's going to be my number 2 or number 1 recommended board. All right, let me get some stabilizers. What should I use? You know what? I'm just going to use clip-ins. I don't think I have enough of anything else. It's the one thing about full-size boards. 1 sec while I get all the materials. Why is it 65 core plus, but the 60 is just a core? I think it's something to do with the design. Did they not make a 65 core plus? I thought they did. Where is my stabs? I'm going to be getting a 3rd Tofu 60, that's for sure. Did you already get 2? Damn. Fuck, we need a lot of stabs today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh no, 6, 7, 8. 8 stabs. Alright, let's start building this. Exciting. Very exciting. Me when I have 3 Tofu TKLs. 3 DNA, thank you very much for the
75
tier 1,
gifted
man.
a tier 1 sub to Fantastic 007.
Thank you, dude. For someone getting into this hobby, would you recommend buying the Evo 80? Absolutely. I think the Evo series, if you want something pre-built, with a great option to take it apart, it's hard to go wrong with the Evo 80. Like, it really is extremely difficult to go wrong with that board. I have nothing against it. I think if you take it apart and, want to put some new switches or just want to, redo some stuff on it, it is very flexible in how it can be built. Plus, it's a looker, too. Like, you wouldn't guess that's like a pre-built custom board in a lot of ways. It's a good board. They did really well with it. Yeah, I mean, I agree. The FlexCut PCB isn't the best, but when I did my testing with it, it wasn't really like too noticeable. It's a weird case of I was even shocked. And you can go back and even watch that VOD, Crummy, thank you.
Crummy gifted a tier 1 sub to Gundam_Vierka.
I think, do I owe you guys a giveaway? We are doing a giveaway. It's giveaway time. Let's see, what's the giveaway on the docket today? Let's see. I'll tell you guys here in a moment. Just in time. So, giveaway right now is going to be a keycap set and a bag of switches. Mystery keycap set. These are going to be a mix of PBT, and then I think there's even some polycarbonate ones. It's all going to be mystery. I won't tell you guys until you get it. Unless you guys really want to know, but I feel like that kind of defeats the fun. They're all brand new, though, and then it's a bag of switches. So that I can tell you, those are going to be granite switches. Where is the... What the hell? So, mystery... Oh, that is not how you spell mystery. How do you spell mystery? Mystery keycaps and switches. Some people asked if they can include like other things other than just keyboards, and yeah, here it is. Are former winners allowed to join? No, if you won this time, no, but if you won in times past, you can. Remember, if you win, I do ask you pay for shipping. Once I'm done clipping these, we'll end the giveaway. And then next after this, so after this giveaway and at 600 subs, we are giving away a Nori Tech 70. In case y'all are interested, the Nori Tech. Which was a pretty nice board. A little spendy, but a very nice board. Fingers crossed. That went flying. That also went flying. Oh, that went in my switch bag. That's funny. Noritech was the one with the screen? No, Noritech was the one with the built-in Limo connector. It was a very nice board. It was just very expensive, and I think that board ended up being like extremely niche. But it was just a very, very pricey board. It was with the exploded spacebar. Noritech seems really neat. It was a neat board, yeah. Still is. I think it ran, right? I think it ended up passing. Why is the Stratum 80 starting to look hotter every day? It's because it's a good looking board. It really is. It's such a good looking one. Okay, let's get tape. And let's get rid of these little shavings. Get, thank you very much for the Prime. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you, thank you. Put this here. Boom. Why is that guy in the top right corner looking hotter every day? I actually wore your shirt outside today, Fried. I had to quickly go outside and run like the quickest errand of my life, and I just left the shirt on, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of vibe with it. I'm not gonna, like, the color was starting to grow on me. I don't know if you should do that. I don't think anyone cared, but the color grew on me, dude. No one asked me anything. No one said who's that Fried guy. But yeah, it's pretty nice.
God damn, dude.
Anonymous, dude, thank you so much for 5 tier 1s. Thank you, thank you. Aging like fine wine? Who, the shirt? The shirt was aging like fine wine. It was a nice shirt. All right, let me draw the winner for this. So, mystery switches and keycap set. Winner will be, drawing now, OQQM. Congratulations. Is OQ there? Congratulations. Alex, I gotta use the restroom. Can we pause stream for like 2 to 48 minutes? Excuse me? 48 minutes? Me? Yes, you. Can I pronounce OQQM's name? Give me a phonetic, OQQM. Give me a phonetic, dude. Oh my god. Nice GG's. Can you DM me on Twitch, and then I'm going to send everyone forms. I've been sending people forms slowly, but haven't sent the last batch of winners forms this time. I don't know why. It's pronounced OQQM. This guy knows, bro. This guy knows. So next up at 600 subs will be the Noritech 70. Then we have another mystery keycap set and switches. Then it will be the Siren TKL. Then another mystery keycap set. Then we have a Class 100. And then we have an Endgame Gear OP1 8K V2 mouse, which I think is honestly kind of an awesome giveaway personally. And then we have the Matrix NOS station at 900 subs, and then the Lotus 80 at 1,000. The Lotus 80 is a heavy keyboard. It's nice. There's still some good ones, guys. There's still some really, really good giveaways. All right. What one of a kind Lotus? Did it not get run? I thought it got run. I thought there's like extras still available. Or was my prototype one of a kind? No other Lotuses look like it? Oh wow, really? Well, that makes it even cooler now. Do I give it away? Oh, seriously? I didn't even know that. They never tell me these things. Kind of a shame, to be honest. Very much so. All right, how many have we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did I tell you guys I made brownies the other day? People were pretty upset about it. I mean, I would be hella upset about that too. Why would they change the finish last minute? That's kind of stupid. I feel like you're shooting yourself in the foot if you do that. You need to shout more? No, I can't yell more. I'm a little low energy right now. Normally, I've been kind of doing the 2 coffees a day thing, but today I only had 1 coffee. And then also, I'm like vibing right now. Like, I'm just in a chill mood, you know? I'm super, super nice feeling right now. Like, I don't want to go overdo it. don't like this drink. We're drinking some like fiber drink. I think we got like free samples of or something. I don't remember why we got these. They're okay tasting. It's a giant huffer kind of build, but you could technically build 100% board with only 2 stabs. Nah, didn't we do that for fried? This is a review, showcase review. More so a review, but so far there's not really much for us to take a look at and review. We're gonna have to open it up. It's a fairly simple board though. I finally found Gorilla Mind Drinks, and I think I can only hear color. Now it's great. Fuck, Gorilla Mind stuff is so good. Is it kind of pricey where you are too, Burn? I found it was way too expensive. I kind of had to stop buying that stuff. Like, it was $6 or $7 a can, and I've only ever bought like 4 or 5 cans total. But it was really expensive. Gorilla Mind goes crazy. It is like, I think it's a pre-workout company, but they also just made like traditional energy drinks. They taste incredible. Probably my favorite on the market, but they are expensive. How many bucks? I think I paid literally, I hate doing this, they were like $6 or $7. I think so. It's not cheap, but no one has it anywhere, and I'm about to never sleep again, so yeah. So wait, which flavor did you get? I'm a sucker for a good energy drink. They're like $3 here? Really? The Gorilla Minds? They don't have them anywhere here. And then if you, how do I claim? Oh, you've already claimed it. Oh, Q, just message me on Twitch, and then I'll send you a form in the next like week to fill out. So just pay attention to your Twitch DMs. Dude said the thing. I did say it, I did. Really didn't want to say that? No, I thought about it afterwards. Let me quickly lube this and I'll do a pen pop. Yeah, I also was playing Pokemon yesterday. I decided to finally sit down, and I had to restart just because I couldn't remember the storyline, but I'm going to play Pokemon Unbound now. So finally sitting down, going to play Pokemon Unbound. I started the night off with playing Crystal because I wanted to redo Crystal as well, but then I thought, I'm just going to do Unbound. Wait, we'll do a better one. I restarted White a couple of days ago and I have gotten a few strong wild encounters. Yeah, I think my playthrough of Crystal is going to be a little bit of a tough one to beat because my first playthrough, well, my second technically, but my recent playthrough of Crystal, I got some pretty good encounters, like some pretty good Pokemon in the wild, and I feel like I'm not getting it this time, so. The problem is though, Gingy, if I order from the US, I get taxed and hit with more stuff. So it ends up being kind of expensive still. What did you use to play Pokemon? I don't have it with me right now because it's still on the couch, but I'm using something called the Analog Pocket. Because I still have like my original cartridges from when I was a kid, and I just, you know, I don't know, I just kind of like the idea of putting the cartridge in instead of just like, you know, going through a menu. Is you're here? Also, hi Adam. Have I said hi to you? You got one incorrect wire? Oh yeah, I'll probably just move this aside. You know, I was thinking that too, and I just thought to myself, I was like, yeah, I'll just grab a wire. It's okay. Move this with the rest of the wires here. Thank you though, Dream. Thanks for looking out. Thank you, thank you. All right. He's doing split spacebar. Yeah. Can you even do it on this? I don't think so, right? No. No 2U spacebars. But yeah, what else has everyone been up to? Any new and exciting things? The screen and filters on the Analog Pocket are so good. Yeah, so there's another... if you guys are interested, I like handheld games. I've always been a handheld kind of game guy. Like, when I mean handheld, I mean it has to have the screen on there too. I think maybe that, I don't know if people are confusing that with just a console controller. I love it. It's fun. I like being able to like sit on a couch and just like play some games. I also have learned that I'm not completely interested in playing like full AAA games all the time. I don't mind some like small indie games and just some side scroller stuff. But yeah, I think the vertical Game Boy is my favorite. I don't know why. It's not as ergonomic as you'd like, but it's just nice. Like it's a good size. Your reaction to the Timo thing I sent you is so funny. Bro didn't answer my question from the message before in Discord though. Oh, I'm sorry, Fried. But that thing you sent me was so stupid. Where even is that from? I'm trying to build a comp gaming keyboard for games like Overwatch, Valorant, and Siege. You have a recommendation for case, PCB, and switches. So ZH, I'm assuming you're probably going to want to go with, if you're playing competitively, go with Hall Effect. If you're going to go with Hall Effect, my humble opinion, get a Venom or Wooting. And if you're going to get, just if you kind of want to build like a custom case, get yourself something comfortable. So things to look into. I don't have a good suggestion for you at the moment, but things to look into. Look for something with a lower front height. Look for a typing angle that you like. Obviously look that it has compatibility with the PCB of your choice. For switches, again, I don't really play competitive games, so I can't give you the best suggestion in the world. But for switches, look for something light. You don't want something heavy, you want something light, you want something consistent. I don't know if you guys have any good suggestions for ZH, but I'm not like in the gaming competitive scene. Raptors were a good pick. I really don't even know. Are Raptors a good pick, guys? Slowly going through all these stabs. It's going to be a while. Back to the gym after a year out and also playing badminton 3 times a week. My body cannot handle the shock from my sedentary lifestyle to this. Shannon, I wish you the best of luck. Honestly, like, I've tried doing that, like, quick swap to doing some being active, and it's always so tough. Right now, though, I'm vibing with my sedentary lifestyle, too. But good for you, though. What if I like typing while hanging with one hand from a ledge? I can't help you there. That one there is going to be tough. I like, though, surprisingly, Cheeseman has... Wait, for which one, Hog? I missed it. I bought some Wuche Deep Clackies HE switches, and they're so good. Yeah, okay, here's my thing. Wuche makes good accessories. They make good switches. They make good stabs. For some reason, their keyboards sometimes are hit and miss. But they've always made good accessories. Hi, Ad. How are you? How's work? How's life? Getting a Woody PCB, Owlab TI HEs in any other case, just not the Woorend. Which one's that one there? I don't know. I'm being sent a Wooting keyboard. The new ones, I think, to test. I guess I'll see how much I like it. I still don't think I'm going to like it, though. I called in sick today. Was it over the week? Really? Something bad happened, or are you just tired? I am still working on a desk pad, but I think that I gotta follow up on it. I think I'm gonna have to go with a different way I'm gonna have to approach the desk pad, though. Kaneki sent me a single Hamu toy box linear with my order today, and I'm tempted to try them. Have you ever used them? Hamu toy boxes? No. I don't even know what that switch is. I'm getting a 60 HEV2 with Owlab OW60 case, Night V 4 stabs, and Owlab TI HEs. The one switch I've tried recently that I really liked, but again, I don't know how gamer certified this is I like those gamer, what is it, the gamer juice switches or whatever they're called? The ones from HMX? Those were nice. Thinking about pulling the trigger on a Mode Sonnet plus Aqua Kings. How do we all feel about Aqua Kings? I want to help Treasonist here. Gamer Fuels, yeah, that's the one. How do we feel about Aqua Kings? I feel like Aqua Kings are hit and miss. I don't mind them. I don't want to like talk you out of it, Treasonist. I think it's more the quality of the Aqua Kings for me. I think they're a little bit... Okay, what kind of sound preference are you going for, Treasonist? Ooh, we're giving like tons of recommendations today. Oh shit, my camera's all... Oh no, never mind, my camera's fine. Is it weird? No, my camera's in line. Yeah, the factory lube's terrible, and then I remember when I tried them recently, I thought they were like really, like the springs were inconsistent. Like you'd have to really mod the shit out of them. I wasn't a fan. I remember them being better at one point. I remember liking them when I tried them originally. Linear, smooth feel, and just like thocky as possible. Blue cheese V2s. Or actually, even there's some new KeyGeek stuff that you can probably check out too. Look for the brand KeyGeek, and then look for some Switch sample videos. See which one you like. KeyGeek is probably the brand for you then. If you want smooth and deep, KeyGeek, 110%. I would say start your journey off maybe by looking at the blue cheese V2s. And then Y2s are great. And then there's also some more recent ones that I have them here. I just don't remember the names. Milktooth probably has typing samples. Yeah, I would say check the videos. But there's my suggestion from all of us here. I always get budget like KT Roses, Durox Splash Bros, geared on curries. Curry switches are actually goated, dude. Cap V2s, man, I need to get another batch of those. I love cap switches. Butter switches are super smooth. I don't know if they're super thocky. I think butters are like in between, but they are really smooth. Are butters HMX? I think. I don't remember now. Milky Yellows and PC Palm gets pretty deep. Milky Yellows are, but my thing with Milky Yellows, I love my Milky Yellow switches. Milky Yellows are a nuisance to mod. You do need to buy a lot of extra parts, and at that point there, you might as well just buy a better switch. But they do have this wonderful best of both worlds sound profile, and it is fun if you just want to mod a whole switch. Synovia or F1. MX2A Alu will always be my go-to. They're both good boards. I think if you want something a little bit more out there, get the Synovia. If you want something that's classy, that'll last you a lifetime, get the F1. You can't go wrong, though. Shark, if you guys haven't gone to Shark's channel and hit that follow button. Damn, I don't even say that about my own channel. Go look at Shark stuff. Shark, how you doing? Let's see, how's this going here? What's the artisan on the screw tray? It is... So, Nick's Key made this for me. This is a Manta artisan. You know, I still gotta message them. I want them to do a batch of these. I feel like these would go perfect. I'll message them. I keep meaning to. I'll message them today. Yeah, it's super cool. That's nice. I want one for the machinist. Yeah. I can maybe even see if they can do some different colors and stuff too. Contemplating getting the Hermes, but it's so pricey for what it is. Are we talking about Hermes like the bag company? Or like the fashion brand? I don't know what we're talking about right now. Is there a switch for that one there? Hermes the Greek god. Oh. Hermes. Is the other Hermes pronounced differently or spelled differently? I don't fucking know. Hermes. Oh, it's a new numpad? I haven't seen it yet. I'm getting a Woody 60 HE with Owlab OWs. Already read that one there. Oh, and Kikyo Nishirin. Very nice, Logan. Hermes. The real move is the AIO 3 numpad. That is a good move. It's a classy move. I say, go with that one there. It's big. It'll take your whole desk up. But it's cool as fuck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess I missed a set of stems. Okay. I miscounted, I suppose. The bag company is Hermes. Is it Hermes? Yeah, this is how you know I don't shop there. I don't go there, dude. Bro's all over the place with stabs. You know what? We are a little all over the place today. Like I said, though, I'm vibing. I'm chilling. I'm feeling good, though. It's a good day. It is a good day. Oh, wrong thing. Alex, you said you'd get me one of those bags for my B-Day? I really don't even know how much those things cost, man. I'm guessing thousands of dollars. Is it? Am I right on that, or am I very off base? I probably feel like I'm off base. The Hermes looks really nice. I won't be getting a review unit until after the GB. I always thought it was Hermes. Is it not pronounced Hermes? Like, the actual thing is Hermes, no? But I thought the fashion brand was called something different. Because the Greek god is Hermes. $3.50. Oh, okay. For you, my friend, $2. Wow, I'm getting deals of a lifetime here. Actually, I was meaning to ask you guys a question today. If I give you guys a choice right now, and first of all, a little prerequisite to this question. I don't want to hear that you guys aren't into it. I just need an answer, all right? If you guys were going to get a bag of Lay's chips or a bag of kettle cooked chips in whatever flavor you want, which do you prefer? Which texture? Regular like Lay's or kettle? Here we go. Thank you. This kind of, I'm going to take a screenshot of this later, but this kind of solves an argument for me. I was arguing with a friend earlier today about kettle chips versus just like regular schmegular chips. And they were telling me that if I were to ask in stream tonight, that everyone would say Lay's is the easier chip to just like put in a party bowl. And I'm like, dude, most people prefer kettle. I'm telling you, dude. And he's like, no, most people prefer regular Lay's. Like, it's just like they like that easy to eat chip. I'm like, Lay's isn't easy to eat. It's just a different type of chip that kind of sucks, to be honest. And yeah, depends. I don't know. I feel like Lay's chips, they kind of sometimes hit, sometimes they don't. Ruffled chips taste good. Alex with the real talk. I prefer Lay's, but most people prefer kettle. Lay's has a nice taste. I just feel like Lay's, sometimes when you get a bag compared to the next bag, it's just not always like good tasting. I don't know what it is about Lay's chips. I don't think we have that, no. I think I missed some other very important questions, but sorry guys. This was very important for me to know. Let's leave these. Lay's honey butter, if you know, you know. What's that other brand? The more popular one is a Calbee. I do prefer like the more popular brand, I guess, for the honey butter chips. But Lay's honey butter, it is tasty. I do get fatigued on the Lay's honey butter chips though. Honey butter chips are great, dude. Yeah, it's true. It's true, Flick. We are. I actually picked up a bag of chips today that was Cape Cod brand. I'm probably not going to eat chips today, though. My gums are irritating me. As much as I want snacks tonight, I think today I'm just going to have some grapes or something. We found grapes on sale when we did some grocery shopping, so I like grapes. Free day. What's up, Keep Science? Hold on. Did I miscount this too? Oh no, we're good. This is 7. So yeah, okay, we do need this one set of stabs. What flavor turtle chips? I've tried actually a bunch of the flavor turtle chips, and I feel like for the price that I buy turtle chips at, because they are kind of a little bit expensive, I don't know if I'm into them as much as I thought I was. Red or green grapes? All right, to get actually very specific about this and piss Adam off, I think even within the green grapes, there are different types of green grapes that have very different flavors. I don't know all the different types of grapes. I've had some amazing red grapes and I've had some amazing green grapes, but then I remember recently I tried this grape called cotton candy grapes. Holy shit, those were fucking delicious. Then I saw the price of those. Holy shit, those were fucking expensive. There's also different varieties of like how some grapes will have like different acidic stuff to them. Like it's just, there's so many different things. It's hard to say one versus the other. Grapes have too much sugar? Oh well, you live once. You live once, dude. What the fuck are honey butter chips? I suggest gonna go grab a little bag. They are just like this delectable, sweet but salty treat. They're delicious. I don't even know who sells cotton candy grapes. I think last time I went to go look with them. Like we went to go see if we can find them with my girlfriend, and then we didn't see them at any grocery stores. I keep forgetting to keep my eye out for them, but they're really good. I've seen them one time, and they were really expensive. I feel like, yeah, we did stabs in decent timing today, no? Aldi has them? Oh, we don't have Aldi here. How much are they there? I'd rather eat white peaches. Ooh, white peaches are good, dude. Mangoes over grapes if I want a sweet fruit. My thing is I'm very particular about the firmness of my peaches, plums, stuff like that. To me, if it's like a very soft plum or peach, I don't like it. I'm not into it. I need them to be like extreme. I like very, very firm fruits like that. They need to have like a nice bite and crunch to them, you know? Soft apples are rough, but at least with soft apples, I don't know how to do it with peaches just because, you know, I'm not that smart. But yeah, soft apples, at least I can like do other things with them, you know? Again, peaches, I'm probably sure you can do that too, but apples are good too. Fuck. Fruits are good, man. All right. Let's grab our stab wires, the 7U. Let's start lubing these. You might have an allergy then, OQ. That's funny because I couldn't quite nail what I didn't like about the last plum I ate. It was that too soft. Yeah, I don't like when plums or anything are too soft. It makes me like not enjoy the whole process of eating the fruits. There was a fruit I tried sort of recently that I ended up really thinking to myself, I'm not into this. And I never bought them again, but they were kind of expensive. I think they were called golden berries. They have a very tomato texture to them. Like they even kind of like when you cut them open, they look like tomatoes. Not into it. Wasn't into it at all. I could do without ever tasting that again. Lychees I like lychees. There's also like Logan berries, which are really good. I think they're berries. I think they're considered berries. Those are really good. Persimmons, I actually have never had a persimmon. Don't hate me. Dried mangoes are like eating mango jerky. Mangoes are really good. Dehydrated banana chips? Oh, dude, yes, all the time. Love those things. Love, love, love them. A good persimmon is in a salad is peak. Oh, I should try it. You know what? Maybe I'll pick that up next time. Most of the time when I have fruit, it's either in my oatmeal or boba. This pancake guy, bobas, dude. That is something I just physically can't bring myself to buy anymore. Every time I look at the price of boba teas, I cry a little bit inside. I can't do it, man. Dehydrated apple rings are also amazing. I've never actually had those. Love a boba. They're absolutely delicious, don't get me wrong. If I could, I'd eat boba, or I guess drink boba all the time. Also, boba calories, like that. Boba is delicious though, I gotta say. But, like I said, When I'm paying like $8 or $9 for a drink, count me out. Count me out, dude. Frozen grapes are a fun summer snack. They are. So good. Hard to explain a persimmon. Can be eaten firm or semi-soft. I prefer firm like an apple. Oh, so you can eat those firm then. Okay. None of my grocery store apps have these honey butter chips. I'm a chipaholic. Atomic, I actually... OGs will remember this. Can I give you one more chip suggestion? I'm going to look it up just because I feel like I'm going to butcher explaining these. Do they even... I hope they make these still. They do. Okay, so this is a bit of a hit and miss one. Oh shit, they're out of stock everywhere. They might not make these anymore. I apologize. Yeah, they're out of stock. I'll just show you, but these are a hit and miss one. I went crazy for these, but they are Guinness Burt's chips. I literally was buying these so much. Like, I think I literally was having a pack a day at one point. But they were very divisive. Like, I knew people who thought these tasted like complete trash. I thought they were absolutely delicious. If you can somehow find a bag that's still good, they were so good, dude. But this is legitimately like my favorite chip ever. Nothing competes with how much I liked this thing. So it was, man. But yeah, definitely if you can find yourself the honey butter chips, just order them. Those are also super, super good. Current fixation is popcorners. Those are also very good. Love popcorners. A chip mission? Atomic, you report back and let us know. I mean, it definitely had a Guinness tone to it. But it also... I know this sounds stupid. It almost had this kind of like... it was a bit more of like an earthy taste mixed in with this like Guinness taste, but also like this hint of sweetness somewhere. It was just delicious. Like, I don't know, it was so good. And then it had like, you know, obviously the bit of salt being on the chip and stuff like that, but I when they stopped selling them here in Canada, I was so bummed out. So bummed. Never had a Guinness milkshake. No. Did you know Guinness also made beer? They do. Yeah, I like Guinness beer, so I do like them. There's 2 types of Guinness chips? Is there actually? I see you still rocking the Stratum. Were you unimpressed with the Katina? The Katina didn't unimpress me. I just don't think that particular board... How can I word this? I think knowing that it has scratches everywhere was like pissing me off a little bit. So I think that particular board, like that, literally the particular board that I had, it was just getting under my skin knowing there was just like scuffs, scratches, dents, like everywhere on the board that I didn't cause. Like that's like the big thing for me. So I just was just like, you know what, let me put this back on the desk here. No, what are those? Is there a BBQ too? Or I'm there in BB... Wait, I'm there is a BBQ too. What is box? It was hard for Alex to look at a scuff board brings him pain. Yeah, a little bit. Plus, I have to take photos of it too. So like, literally, I just put it back in the box right away. And I was like, let me take photos the moment I can. But I also don't want to potentially scuff this anymore. So, can I borrow the Stratum for like... from you like a library? I mean, yeah, sure. Come grab it. I think if you keep the stock reds in the Katina, you would have liked it more. You think so? It wasn't so much a thing about feeling or sound for the board. It was, like I said, just like the scuffs on the board from whoever caused it. I don't know, it just drove me nuts. Plus, I don't think I really cared for that particular colorway that I had. The special edition unit, it wasn't really my thing. Was the Katina the one with the flower back weight? Yeah, it was. Oh, what did I just click here? All right, let's put these things in now. Did I get everything here that we need? Yeah. So I don't want to scuff this desk pad at all, so let's just do this. Tomorrow I'm making some quesadillas. Alex, you want one? Always. Tomorrow I'm making ribs. I found another... Basically Costco, I didn't realize Costco has such good prices on ribs. And normally we don't go to Costco. But for the price of ribs, it's cheaper than the grocery stores. Oh, hell yes, dude. Ribs are like... Because I don't need a whole rack anymore. But we only have one rack between the two of us. So we can get... I think the ribs were like $8 a rack, less. So it's like literally doing like a $4 or $5 like protein between the two of us each. So it's not bad. I don't mind. Ribs are like the one thing I don't mind like getting every now and then. Steaks though are like a literal 2 times a year thing now. Can't do steaks unfortunately. Honey butter chips are 14 USD. Atomic, I don't want to like dox you or anything, but if you want to tell us what state you're in, I'm sure someone can help you find a place that has them. Literally every store here has them. Why can't you do steaks? Basically, even crappy cuts are priced at like $30 or $40 a steak now. You can maybe find some really insane sales on steaks. Like I'll admit we did find some sales on a steak 2 weeks ago, and then we just threw it in the freezer to the day we actually wanted to, splurge and have it. We got 2 steaks for $20, but I'm not really into spending like $80 on dinner just for the meat, and then we have to cook them and stuff. I don't know why. Just like it's not my thing. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. Even ground beef is getting very expensive, so we've been really just doing chicken a lot these days. When I moved out originally, which wasn't too long ago, steak was at a very good price, and I was able to get it every so often, and it was kind of like nice. Now it's really become like one of those things where I have to really look at it and think, all right, is this something I can afford this week? The answer is usually no. Buying direct from a farmer saves you an absolute ton of money. I need to figure out how to even do that. So that's going to be probably a task when and if that comes up. But I think the thing I want to do, but we don't have the freezer space for, mind you, is buy the whole piece that we want to cut ourselves. And then just buy that in bulk and then cut it yourself. So I was at Sanigan's. I got to say, the price I would say, is in line with everything else. Sometimes you can find deals though on stuff that's like end of day or like, expiring or best before soon. You can get deals. There's a Wagyu farm near my place. Still €90 per kilo is wild. I mean, Wagyu's interesting. I've had Wagyu a few times. I personally think Wagyu is overrated for what it is. Maybe that's a wild take, but I really don't think a Wagyu steak... I think that's like a once in a double blue moon thing. Like it is... It's tasty, dude. It's tasty. But first of all, listen, tell you guys right now, you can really only have a little piece. All right? Otherwise, it's just too much. And then on top of that, some people just don't like... I'm with Cabo on this. Some people don't like fatty cuts of meats. So, Crummy, I know. I've tried some of the different grades of them. Like I said, when I moved out and steak was at a decent price, I tried the Australian Wagyu. I tried the bunch of different grades of Japanese Wagyu. It doesn't, it's nice. It just doesn't, I'm someone when I want to eat a meal, I want to eat a meal. I don't want to taste things. And I know that there's a whole scene for that. I know there's a whole scene of just tasting something. Ooh, that's good. Move on to the next thing. I want to stuff my face and be gluttonous. That's how I like eating my foods. So for me, that's why Wagyu doesn't really do it for me. I like feeling like shit afterwards. Like I like feeling full. I'm kind of back and forth between two right now. Maybe I'll just hella unobservant. Check. Sometimes they have it in like the international aisles, so check there too, Atomic. They don't have a Texas Roadhouse here. I've heard good things though. All right, let's put up some switches in this bad boy. Street food is good though. Toronto Roadhouse? I don't even know if they have something like that. Well, Atomic, if you want, ask in the Discord. Maybe just give like your state, and I'm sure people will tell you. Okay, let's actually put this here. My big box of granite switches, and I need a plate fork for this, I think. This is an aluminum plate today, yeah. Actually, let's grab the other plate fork. I've been cooking a lot though recently. I've been doing a lot of that. It's been fun. Texas Roadhouse is pretty affordable IMO as long as you're not buying alcohol. I mean, dude, that's the other. I mean, I never buy alcohol out. But yeah, I mean, I see a lot of places they try to sell you on the alcohol simply because like they're trying to sell you alcohol at like I don't know how much beers are for you guys here in Toronto. Beers are like depends on where you go. $9. I've seen $12 beers. It does depend on the beer, but like if you're getting something like on tap, like in-house on tap type thing, $9, $10. Sometimes they offer the happy hour things. You get $6 beers, but I don't know. A draft for $5? I think you can normally find drafts during like happy hour here for $5. But dude, I want to go out to the bar with friends, even though it's for the experience. I just don't want to be spending so much money on a single beer when it's so much cheaper from the store. I'll tell you this though, I've definitely done that. I don't go out for alcohol often. I can literally count it maybe twice in the last 2 or 3 years. But the few times I've went at them, you spend a few dollars. It's nice. Like you go, it's nice. I would suggest just picking somewhere where they don't have crazy expensive drinks. That's what we did. So I don't think, here's where I think, Cabo, like, the whole drinking situation, like, I'm not into it either, because I just don't like spending money on it. For me, though, if you really want to get kind of, like, fancy schmancy about it, when I do go out for a drink, I usually pair it with, like, a nice meal. And if you kind of ask the server and stuff, you get that nice kind of like, okay, you have a nice meal and it pairs well with the drink type thing. And then you kind of go from there. I don't ever drink to get drunk. Never. I think that's too much for me. Is there a difference in using stabilizer foam? What do you mean by stabilizer foam? Sorry to ask. For me, the problem is calories. I mean, there's definitely that too. You have to be observant of that, but I think if you do it every now and then, it's something you can have a non-issue with. What pairs with nuggets? I don't know, bro. Hey, you know what? Best dipping sauce for nuggets? Honey. I'll be honest though, man. For whatever reason, chicken nuggets here in Canada from McDonald's don't taste the same. I told you guys about this last time I went to Morgantown because I had McDonald's. They literally, McDonald's there, the chicken nuggets taste like when I was a kid. But now in Canada, they taste like terrible. Yeah, they've all went up in price. They've all went up in price for chicken nuggets. I really don't drink, especially after college. I'll have a glass of wine or a cocktail when eating it. Yeah, I mean, dude, I get you. Same here. What was this? 1 kilos it is. Let's take these out. I get you, though. You know what slaps though? A nice cold root beer. I'll tell you right now, that is literally my drink of choice. Or a nice cold cup of water. Toronto's one redeeming quality is the amount of food we have here. Oh my god, Ad, you are so right. If you guys ever get the opportunity to visit here, there is an insane amount of good food here in Toronto. Hold on, I think I did something wrong in this spacebar stab. I forgot to check. Let's take these out really quick. Root beer? Root beer's so good. Kirkland sparkling water. I'll say, yeah, Kirkland sparkling water's good. Root beer, though, is fantastic. Love me some root beer. What did I fuck up here? Dude, Toronto DJ and switch removal moment. They're already pretty loose. The PCB, the switches, I don't know why they're not like making a crazy good connection, but it is what it is. Now, if anyone's watching this back and be like, Alex, isn't this a review stream? It is, but this is such a big board that this part takes a long time. And there's not much to review, so bear with us. Review in an hour, stabs fit. Yep. If I'm in Toronto and eat up meeting at La Casa de Alex, damn. Maybe I'll get a Michelin star finally. There we go. Maybe. City Seltzer from Ottawa has excellent sparkling water. Their orange and cream soda flavors are goated. That sounds weirdly expensive. Is it expensive? You know what? I don't feel like dealing with this, so let's just take these out one at a time here. This takes nothing to put back in. Somebody better pick me up before I realize I don't have a passport. God damn. It sure is very expensive, a treat for sure. Yeah, we've picked up like one or two decently reviewed sparkling waters, and you can definitely tell the difference. You know what's a low-key really good drink that I've never heard of and I picked up at a corner store one time? It's these things called Blue Monkey. I think it's called Blue Monkey. And it's just like, I guess juice. I don't know a good way to do it. Carbonated juice or something like that. They are so good. Dude, I got an Apollo Twin X and what a pain it is to set up with Windows. Oh, yeah, Dutch. Been there, done that. No longer have it. Even some of the higher end interfaces are just a pain in the ass to set up and crashed so much that I ended up downgrading completely. There's no benefit. If you're doing keyboard stuff, Dutch, like if you have the opportunity to return that thing, fucking return it. There's no benefit you get. Did you try out the Neo 65 Sonic? No, I've been trying to reach out to Neo to see if maybe they want to do something where I can take a look at it. I've gotten no responses back yet, so I'll keep you guys in the loop. What should I get? Is it just for keyboard sounds, Dutch? Yo, let me tell you, just get the Volt 176. Save yourself headaches and a half. Just get the Volt 176. That's it, dude. Or yeah, you can maybe get the 276. I like the 176. You can put the compressor on it. The compressor works just fine, and then it has some other little features that might help. But honestly, the 176, all you need. That's it, dude. It is never caused me any issues on my computers. Never. Save yourself the headaches. Not worth it over that. How's my hand? It's actually a little better. I put some hand cream on it. It feels a little bit better right now. I got the 176 with the wooden sides. Yep, mine's sitting underneath the desk shelf. Fits perfectly underneath here. Most of the high-end interfaces are low-key just built for Mac. Windows is an afterthought. Yes, I will also agree with that. Some of them are strictly built for Mac. And then even on Mac, those interfaces are a pain in the ass sometimes. I had a really nice interface. The really nice one from Universal Audio. I don't remember what it was called. It was so good when it was working. And then literally like the moment I decided to switch to Mac, it was like, oh, you have to buy all these extra things and basically just get a new freaking audio interface because this only works with Windows. And I was just like, dude, get out of here. So I sold it. And now I just have the 176. And believe it or not, the 176 is literally all the stuff that I was basically using out of the software. So yeah, 176 all the way. And it doesn't cost as much. Still looks good too. You still went with Mac? Well, Windows has its fair share of issues. I couldn't even stream at one point. Every single time I streamed, it's, oh, your graphics driver. Oh, your graphics driver. Oh, this driver now. Now this driver. Oh, OBS is not going to boot up because this driver. I still want to go out of my way to swap out the side plates on my UA Volt 276 for Walnut. They make walnut side plates for them? Cool. I've been enjoying dry spring swapped and filmed MX Blacks. Do you have any other switches you should try if I enjoy cherry? Dude, what are they called again? Get those new TTC XPT switches. If you like MX cherries, try them. Do I have them here? Yes. Here are some lightly modded ones. So nice. They have no factory lube on them. They're unlubed. Dutch, when I was using it, it was plug and play. I didn't have to download anything. At least I don't remember having to download anything. I don't know. Does anyone have any insight on that for Dutch? I think there was 2 people I saw with some Volt stuff. Yeah, I had it plugged into my Windows computer, and I just remember popping it in, and it worked. I mean, it's the same thing with Mac. I don't think I've ever installed anything driver-wise. Like, or just anything, not even software. I just plugged it in and started working. I don't know. You can give it a go. If you hate it, you can just return it. But yeah, I had tons of issues with all the high-end stuff. There's some grease above the arrow. Oh, it's because my hands have some hand cream on them. I use the Volt Via and KVM switch on my Linux, Mac, and Windows daily. Volt Via. That sounds familiar. Oh, you're saying your Volt Via. Never mind. Moisturize your keyboards, guys. Always. You found them, Dune? Or Dane? I said Dune. I can't see right now. I'm so sorry, Dane. My eyes are blurry as fuck right now. Every app I tried was giving me crackling sounds. Oh, yeah. If you're having to reroute through softwares, bro, it's terrible. Screw that. You don't want to deal with that stuff. Ultimately, too, like, it's nice having a decent little audio interface. I don't think for what we use them for in the keyboard hobby, you don't need to go overboard. I do miss the look of my overboard ones, though. Yeah, so that's what I had to do too, Dutch. I had to do stuff into like Voice Banana and then other random workarounds, and it was just infuriating. Believe it or not, this is the AirPod mic. I wish. This is my Sennheiser mic. Okay, some more switches here. Oh, am I out? Mr. Mystery Keycaps. We have another giveaway at 600. We'll get there eventually. Do you sign giveaways? If people ask, do you want me to? You just send me, when you fill out the form, there'll be a notes section. So I'll send you the form again soon. Just ask and I'll sign it. I'm honored that you feel like my signature is worth something. Alex refused to sign mine. Aka, thank you so much for 10 tier 1s. Thank you. Yeah, big W's for Aka, dude. Thank you, man. What's the green keyboard? This is the Stratum 80. I just posted a YouTube video on it. Well, a hyperlapse video of our stream. He signed each Milky Yellow for me. Oh, Drew, do I got a story for you. UPS called me 2 days ago. And they're just like, hey, like, because I use NetParcel. They're like, hey, like, we had an address adjustment to do, and you owe us money. And I was like, address adjustment? And they're like, yeah, we had to adjust the address. It's like a whole new address. And I was like, what the hell are you guys talking about? And then they send me a bill for like, it wasn't terrible amount of money, but like they send me a $19 bill for changing the address. And I kept asking, can you show me what has changed on the address? And they just kept sending me the invoice. So it's outstanding. Like I haven't paid it yet, but like, oh my God, dude. UPS is literally the worst. But yeah. Ow. My hand. The worst, bro. Geez, dude, it's so terrible. But yeah, I'm going to call them soon. I just haven't bothered because I honestly don't fucking care about paying that invoice. Does it not let you see the address has changed to you? My thing here is just like, this is what's really annoying about this. Typically, UPS address fee changes is like $5. I don't know what UPS is doing right now. And for them to have charged me anything, they have to give me... so I learned this through UPS. They have to say, like, we're not sure if we can deliver to this. They never gave me that. And they usually tell you, like, this is like an unknown address. But I don't know what the hell they're doing. UPS has just literally been randomly sending me bills. And I find the moment I stop using their services, I get more random bills. It's crazy. But yeah, I'm completely cutting them off now again. They're on the naughty list. No more UPS. I've heard UPS is also very bad in the United States right now. Now that they can collect tariff money, they're very bad. By the way, guys, I did have to make some changes to the vendor list. There's been a few vendors who have unfortunately made it to the non-existent naughty list. So, have I gotten into any new mice lately? Low-key want to try the KO one, basically a mid-humped OP1. I have not really picked up a whole lot other than the Terra Pro, but I've had that for a little while now. But I'd say that's it, really. Oh, and the R Air, that new R one. I forget the actual brand name for it, but nothing else really. You guys charge me $50 duties on $100 products. Yeah, well, UPS is also incorrectly labeling a whole bunch of tariffs as well. Found out the hard way with some orders for customers. And I know for a fact it's not me. So one example I can tell you guys is the same tariff code when I use it on Canada Post comes up correctly as like computer part or whatever it is. When I use the same tariff code on UPS, it brings up automotive part. And then I get charged a tariff for fucking aluminum. It's like the weirdest thing ever. Like raw aluminum. Like I'm selling someone aluminum. It's so stupid. I have not tried the Logitech Super Strike. One of my friends told me they, some people are getting like in trouble on certain games for using that mouse. What happens if you don't pay a brokerage fee? They send you send it to collections. I know that because one time I was being really, really petty and trying to prove a point, and they sent it to collections. Now, luckily, I didn't get penalized for it. But yeah, they send it to collections, and then another company deals with it. I can't even, with UPS, I got charged 60 USD for a PCB from Geon. I have a weird feeling right now. I don't know how long ago that was, Hog. I think they're incorrectly labeling certain things. That affects your credit score. I got lucky though, and that particular collection things didn't, because I checked. But yeah, it can affect your credit score. 2 weeks ago, 3? If it was after the 24th, I think there was supposed to be some sort of like change to tariffs. I don't know if UPS changed anything on their side though. It's a false ban at the Super Strike. Games like Apex think you're using something like a strike pack for some reason. Really? Yeah, see, that makes me a little nervous. Bro, I'm freaking hate UPS. They never deliver anything, just leave a paper here in Germany. Yeah, they do. They've been doing that a lot often for me too. I don't know. They go through phases. All right. Let's put this in now. If they have your actual job and social to match the person. Oh, really, Drew? Yeah, Actually, let me do this first, and I'll tell you guys stories. Oh, wait. Wrong bit. Are there any good alternatives to Moon Tower or Chronos lately? Guys, do you guys know any 60 or 65% O-ring builds that have come out recently that are in stock? Thankfully, all of our social security numbers are safe and sound on USB drive somewhere. Thank goodness. Solaris, maybe? Oh, maybe the Solaris. I found a January 60 aftermarket. Oh, the Seaboss. Why, did anything happen with the Seabosses? Seabosses? I guess if it's just O-ring you're looking, it's pretty solid. Yeah. Sour taste from the special edition. I mean, fair. Very, very fair. I like the keyboard that comes with an arch tag, like a museum piece. That's something. Oh, they're magnetic screws? Okay. I feel like I haven't seen those in a while. All right. So, how does the daughter board work here? Do we screw it to the top? We do. I like that. All right. This is a solid chunk. Hold on, let me just put this down here. Ooh. And then there was 2 screws here for this. Interesting internal structure. Is that a little room extra for the stabs? Yes. They have cutouts for the stabs. I'm guessing because this is a little bit more slim on the inside. Or maybe they just want to keep some of that mass there. Oh, these 2 screws aren't magnetic. Smudge. Everything else is, though, it seems. Not the stab screws. Yeah, so I guess to go back to the keyboard after an hour of doing stabilizers and switches. So far, I'm really liking this. This is cool. What a fun piece. I do like this, though. I like the fact that this is top mount, and then it has the daughter board on the top frame. This should make assembly ever so slightly easier, and I really appreciate that. Just ever so slightly. Bull would have been done 2 boards by now. But would Bull have talked to you guys about potato chips? This freaking Bull guy. This is like the first board in a while that I actually look at the back and go, wow. Wish I had the spare cash though. I know things are a little tough right now, but yeah, this is a very pretty board. I gotta say, this is quite the treat to do today. I would have loved to see the colorful versions in person. I think Bull forgets he's streaming sometimes. Maybe I'll have Bull on my stream in person one day in the future if he ever comes to visit me. Bull is very knowledgeable. He's very smart. I'm amazed they're all mini weights and not just inlaid designs. Yeah, I mean, that's partly what the price is. We'll go back to it. The price is going to be like each one of those is its own piece. So that's why I'm not like too offended by the price. If that was just like an inlaid design, I'd be a little bit offended by it, but this is quite cool. So should I do one of these first, I guess? I guess we'll just do this one so we don't have to struggle. Ribbon cable. Oh, okay, there we go. Maybe I'm gonna have one little gripe with the keyboard, but we'll see. I'm hoping I don't. Oh, I might have one gripe with the keyboard. Okay, one small gripe with the keyboard. It seems to only be in like 2 areas. Okay. There are 2 small areas in which there's overlap, and I was hoping that this would be thin enough. See how the switches just overlap ever so slightly on the plate here? Usually that's not a problem if you can make these a little bit smaller, the standoff points for the screw. Unfortunately, we're going to have to take these switches out and then build them with the case installed. For those who are going to build this with solder PCBs, just keep that in mind. I'll be honest, I don't like that design process of when you have to like do this. I think it kind of feels and you know, like I've talked to you guys about, like I am really big into like how a keyboard feels when you build it. To me, this feels a slight bit counterintuitive. Actually, this one here on the bottom is doing the same thing. It's not the end of the world, and nor is it gonna like make or break your, it probably won't make or break your experience with this keyboard. But I personally find it, I don't know, I find it a little annoying. You can probably overlook this entirely, but I think as a how to fix this in the future, maybe figure out spots where the screws can go into where there's a bit more room, or just make the whole assembly, like screw area, a little bit smaller, which is clearly possible because we've seen it with other designs. Again, not the end of the world, but definitely something to look into. Which switch puller is this? It's the TX... I forget the official name for it, but it's like, it's kind of like the multi-tool one. Let's go back to the other view here. Update to the honey butter chip saga. I am in fact unobservant in the grocery store. In my defense, it seems to be one chain in my area. Side note, wow, chips are expensive now. They are expensive now. They are indeed. But there is a DN Works word you built. Oh yeah, the DN. We're doing another 7 soon. I just like pain, so we're doing another one next week. It turned out fun though, I'll say. Alright. D's Nuts 7? Huh? Did I just DN myself? Mounting points are also looking very solid on this. Happy to say that for a top mount board. Kettle cooked chips for $1.99 a year. Ooh. What brand, KB? Is it like house brand stuff? I don't like the way the screw's screwing in here. Speaking of chips, I finally got some blue corn tortilla chips in a store after a couple of years. Forgot how much better than the regular tortilla chips. I have never had that. I'll have to try them. I don't think I've ever seen them here though. Or maybe I have, I've just walked past it. Ooh, Denmark chips. Interesting. Just got back from cooking up some frozen pizzas. What's up, dude? Do you have pizza in hand right now? And then, you know, Upas is probably face palming that I'm probably mentioning this because I do it every stream. This is using a Molex connector. I don't love Molex connectors, but at least this is a universal daughter board, so if something happens. Now, to be completely fair, Molex connectors, my only gripe is the plastic housing I find is the first thing to break, which is on the daughter board here. If you only do this a handful of times and you're delicate, you probably won't have an issue. But if you're someone who legitimately like likes to rebuild things and takes things apart all the time, this is probably not the most ideal part for you. I still prefer regular JSTs. In some cases, probably like this one, you probably have to have something that's a bit more flush over here, because I think this is basically the same height. Oh, it's a little smaller than the screws. But just as a little, you know, my normal piece of criticism here. You know? Yeah, you'd probably just want to unscrew it. Actually, to be fair though, Cabo, you make a really good point. It probably helps that this is over here, but I mean, if you did need to unscrew it for whatever reason, or just undo everything, or take the PCB out, yeah, like, you still have to disconnect it. So you might find that you have to do it less, though, if you want to get inside the keyboard. You have a bag full of broken Easy Mates? Yeah, they're not my fave thing in the world. Not my fave thing. Alrighty. The granites look good on this. Let's put some stuff back, and then we can tackle our next objective here. Have I been working out? No, I've actually just been eating a little. Thanks for saying such kind things. I've just been eating, not better. I've been a little bit more observant the last like week and a half of what I've been eating, just ever so slightly. And you know what? It makes a huge difference. Huge. Plus, I've been drinking a lot more water, sort of more than my normal. I probably still don't drink enough. I've also, you know, like I mentioned before, I kind of get a little bit gluttonous with like meals. I've been trying to like portion my meals better. What's weird is at first you feel a little bit sluggish, and then right afterwards, like the moment you start portioning meals better, I think after about a week or two of better portions, I notice my energy is like way better, dude. Way better. So go get it, Alex. What am I getting, Akka? Did I miss your last message? Let me see. I've been trying to be more mindful of my relationship with food too. Oh, you're talking about that. Dude, Akka, I agree, man. It's a little tough at first, because I'm the same way, dude. I kind of stress eat sometimes. But yeah, you know what? Once you get into a routine, everything becomes a lot easier to kind of manage. Overeating is draining. I think that's why I was feeling a lot of tiredness, and even a little bit of brain fog, to be honest with you guys. I was feeling a bit of brain fog from overeating. Bug, if you can message Chozo, actually I think even Jeff, you can message Jeff too. Probably Chozo though. It took me having a bad stomach for several days to help with portioning. Sometimes your hand just has to be forced. Sometimes. Again, everyone's relationship with food is different. I also probably could use an even better boost with how I eat food, but you know what? It's been good so far. I can't complain. After trying granites for the first time, by the way, they're amazing. I am in love. Hell yes, dude. I'm happy about that. I do love granites. They make for excellent alpha switches. I think, admittedly, sometimes granite switches sound a little bit flat for spacebars. Sometimes, you know, you have to go with that cherry spacebar. But granites were never meant to be loud switches. This does look good with the granites, though, huh? This is a nice looking board. All right, Cannon Keys. All right. All right, now I gotta figure out some keycaps for this bad boy. What do I want to use? What's fun for this? Do we just do something boring? Like, do we do something plain Jane? Cubed? We can do maybe cubed. I have a shirt here. Do I want to do cubed? Redacted? I still don't know where my Monokai material set is, man. Let me see if it's in the box. If it is, we'll use Monokai material. Oh. Let's see. I feel like that's a good choice. I don't think it's in here. It's not. I really don't know where this set is. That's gonna bother me. Hold on, let me check something here. It may have got lost in the move, which is a really sad thing to even say. Yeah. I think it did. What a fucking bummer. What a bummer that is, man. Because I recently did a complete keyboard rehaul and organized everything, and I could not find it. So it most likely got lost in the move, which is such a sad thing to even think about. Damn. Yeah, I mean, there's nowhere else it would be. We can do Shawshin. Oh, you know what we can do today? You're right. Adam's correct on that. Actually, Adam, can I just take the idea? Pretend you didn't say it. Why don't we do Mecha 00 or 00? Totally my idea, not Adam's. That was a great idea all on your own, Alex. Thank you, Atu. I really appreciate it. Wait, I just bought this set? Dude, Drop's going out of business. Buy it while you can. Yeah, alright. This is actually going to be a cool one. Wow, what a great idea, Alex. Thank you, Wonder. Blue haters seething in chat. Do we have blue haters today in chat? Do we? I'll put this back with this stuff too. Oh, wait. Are we doing... Do you want me to do predictions, guys? I feel like everyone hates me from the last prediction, so... No, thank you. Why not? Okay, we'll do predictions. I'm fine. All right, is this set gonna be messed up? You guys already know the rules. You have 2 minutes. Go for it. Please don't get mad at me. Please, I don't feel like getting yelled at again. I don't feel like it. We did the 550 giveaway. Next giveaway will be in 34 subs. We don't know the rules since... Okay, you know what? That's fucked up. That's honestly kind of true, though. You guys, I love you guys. I'm going to be so rich, says OQ. Damn. Wait, how much did you put? Can I tell how much you put? No, I can't. Love that my country limits me. Really? You can't use the points to gamble? It's not even real money, though. You can't do anything with these things. You stole them from me 2 times now. And didn't refund my keycap redeem. Oh, I need to refund you. Actually, Adam, can you refund Crummy's last redeem? Bro won't read my messages? Okay, let me check him right now. How about I don't gamble and I get to decide? Like, decide the winner? Alright, Adam... Fine. Adam gets to decide whether it's messed up. If he doesn't decide it's good... If his decision making is flawed, though, then he's banned. So... But he can decide it within limits, I suppose. Pen Pop? I got you. I'll take a refund now. GG, cancel the poll. Oh, wait, let me do a better one. Let me focus up and do a good one for you. All in for banning Adam. Damn. What, both of them? You know what? Fuck it. Adam's decision will get both of them banned. Let's see. If he decides not good. Worth it? Whoa. That's a win-win. Refund it, Crummy. Thank you, Adam. I appreciate it. Alright, here we go. Really hope this is the right way up. Compliment for Alex? Me? Alex, you're having a nice hair day today. And you're doing the best that you can. And I appreciate you. Thank you, man. All right, here we go. Chat, he doesn't know. Wait, which Alex are we talking about? Other Alex? I'll give other Alex a compliment. Other Alex. Even if this keycap's messed up, you're never messed up. You're always perfect. Love you, Alex. Is this close to Striker? Feels a little bit more purple leaning towards compared to Striker. Looking good. Looking good. Looking good. Alex, is buying a mode loop secondhand, seeing that basically discounted everything? I mean, yeah, it's fine. I mean, as long as it's in good condition. I don't think you'll have a problem buying it secondhand. Ah, dude. This keycap right over here, it's messed up. It's messed up. Damn. You know, I was thinking to myself too, like it's not all overlapping. Like, it kind of is, but oh my god, dude. That sucks. It streamed from drop. What do you expect? Wow. Yeah, like, even if we had excused this, that definitely, that's messed up. Damn. Unfortunate. This has a numpad, right? It does, thank goodness. I decide it. Thanks, guys. Adam and Annette are both safe. Actually, you know what? This set'll look nice on this. How are we even talking about excusing the top box? Well, I said if we had if we did it, Pern. If. But we didn't. Now redeem, choose keycaps. Please. Please don't. We get to use a new set today. How often do we get to do that? Not often. This set would be better on a blue version IMO. It probably would, but you know what? It's fine. Other than that, like, what am I going to use? Shawshin or white on black? Adam can refund your points under the table. You know what? Saturday, because tomorrow I'm going to have a bit of a slower day. Like, I have some time. Saturday or maybe Friday night, I will introduce new stuff for the channel points. I'm going to think of some stuff. I'm going to really brainstorm. Maybe some fun things as well. You should have done GMK Abstract. Ooh, that would have been nice, actually. I think Abstract would have been nice on this. Channel points to have shape shaved in the side of your... Oh, excuse me? There's blue on the back of the board. It works. I don't think there's blue on the back of this one. Well, I mean, slightly blue. Yeah, I'll put some new point stuff up. Oh, I have to really think of some stuff, though. I have a few ideas. Channel point redemption to go on a date with you? Where are we going? Where are we going? My treat. 434,000 or less, no reason. That's how many points you have, Evo? Fuck, I gotta be careful. Thanks for letting me know. Thanks for letting me know that, Evo. Hey, how many points do you think Chozo has? How many points do you guys all have, actually? Just so I know what to set the highest thing at. God damn, you have a lot, Cheese. Actually, you serious, Cheese? You have that many? Holy shit. I need to establish where we're at in the points economy world. Jason, you have 1 million? Actually? Can I check people's points? I want to, like, verify this. I think it'd be so cool to see Jason's points. God damn! Yeah, bro, who are these 1%ers coming out of nowhere? 0 after the prediction. Am I just broke? God damn, dude. Dude, Jason's sitting there with the biggest smile on his face. He's like, you guys don't got what I got. If someone gets banned, does it reset their channel points? I don't think so. Should we test it on you? I don't think so, Adam. I think it retains. Or else you would have 0. Didn't I, like, just ban you? Or banned in it? I don't remember who I banned. Testing on Jason. I have 818. Can't even get my every stream ball spin. Here, I'll give you guys a free ball spin, actually. Actually, no. No free ball spin. There's some people here hoarding points. No, I'll give it to you guys. Hydrate. I hoard them for the keyboard redemption. I think I'm going to make one that's like a group point thing for something really fun too. Is there a combination on a keyboard that you like granite switches on? Okay, so granite switches on O-ring combinations are insane. The Manta with the aluminum plate with the granites was really, really, really nice. I don't think I've tried granites too many times on top mount. I'm actually not sure how this is going to sound. Okay, come on, Alex. You can grab this. Yeah, we'll do the LED one. That looks cool. Should I do the white arrows? No. 100k redemption to add 1 sub to the sub goal. Well, I was thinking something where we can use points for the sub goal type thing, but I don't exactly know how I'm going to get that to work. But it wouldn't be easy to do. Only left down? Oh, you're saying like half and half? Oh, that would be cool, actually. That might suit this board. We'll get there, we'll get there. Actually, it's a pretty cool set. What do you guys think? Yay or nay to this set? I'm vibing. I love it. This is kind of nice. What goes up here again on full size? I always forget these 4 keys. Not that I use full size very often. I can just put whatever there, right? Oh, media keys. I don't think I got media keys here then, huh? We're just going to have to put random. Artisan time? I don't know if I have any blue artisans. We can check. That might be fun. Print. Scroll. I guess this is considered pause. And then we have... I'm just guessing that these are all up here, by the way. Let's go find some artisans. Wrong order, shake my head. Is it actually the wrong order? Ooh. Should I just do some Pokemon ones? Yeah, you know what? Let's do some Pokemon ones. Dragonite, Lugia. We'll do Umbreon as well. And then we put... I think it's the shiny Umbreon we're using. And then... Wobbuffet, maybe? Oh, this is kind of cool. I don't know if Gengar goes well on this. Yeah, unfortunately, I stopped collecting these. Like, once I filled up one, I just said that's enough. It's not... Actually, these aren't that expensive compared to other artisans. It's just they start to take up a lot of space. Like, it's just another thing you have to display them or put them. Alright, here's the board. This is a very, very fun story. I don't have a proper 100% cork desk pad for this, but... I'm going to say this. I think the Touchstone is gorgeous. What a good looking keyboard. And I would argue that this is probably the most simple of all the choices for colors. This is the silver and black. This is the mono version. Here is the back of the board. Sorry, I have some fingerprints on there now from lifting it. I'll clean that off. Each piece is a separate piece here. I don't know if all the black pieces are separate. I think maybe, but all these are separate. Very, very cool. This is a looker. What a good looking keyboard. Oh, you're right. Maybe Re-Legendables would look good up there. But it's okay. We have these up there now. This particular color goes so well with this keycap set. Like, this kind of fully themed out looks great. I'm very happy with this right now. All right, let's see what this sounds like. So granites, we might switch up the spacebar here, but let's just see what the granites sound like. I might have to tune the stabs, so just keep that in mind. Aluminum plate, this is top mount. Let me tune the stab up. I hear a little bit of a tick. I already like this, though. I already like this. BOW is the same colors as the mods if you hate the full icon on this set. Oh, you know what? Maybe I swap that out. I don't know if I always love full icon. Depends. Depends on the board. Depends on the theme I'm going for. I'm going to swap the spacebar. I'm just going to try a milky yellow really quick. Yeah, I think it's the... Sometimes I notice with certain stabs on top mount with granites or on certain things, it's a little sharper. Where's my switch puller here? Let's see. What if I just swap to a cherry switch, actually? There we go. It sounds like top mount. Let me plug this in and actually type. The spacebar is a smidge sharper, but I think that's kind of also, I mean, I'm expecting some of that with the top mount here. Aluminum plate, I think a PC plate would be insanely up my alley for this. Let's see. I kind of like it. I will admit, though, it's not the most lively of sound signatures. I think across the board, even the spacebar is a little bit thuddy, I guess. Maybe is the right word. Let's try with no desk pad here. Like, we're removing the cork pad. Ooh, it's almost dropped. Ooh, this is very deep sounding now. Can't say I love it too much when it doesn't have a desk pad. Again, I know this looks like I have a desk pad, but it does nothing. Does no isolation. Damn. Let's try one more time with this. All right, my suggestion, get yourself a PC plate. I actually don't think this is a terrible sound signature. A little bit, I would say, flatter than I'd like. I really think my criticism for this, other than how this screw, or I guess sits into the top frame by just kind of adjusting how big some of those posts are, I would probably add some stepped internals to really help brighten this up a bit. I wonder too if this needs to be a little bit force broken. I don't think we need sharper switches, although maybe we can try putting like an HMX switch in here really quick. Let's try putting the Lenokais. I think these are the Lenokais, right? These are a little bit sharper. Let's see. I'll put them on the O and the P. Yeah, let me try to unscrew them a little bit here. And then maybe we can kind of see if this does indeed need to be force broken. Maybe back off on the screws. Let's see if Anonymous is onto something. I can still tell there's that undertone of like, maybe the HMX do sound sounds a bit flat. Yeah, I think it kind of ups the loudness here. But let's leave those on the O and the P here. Let's try just backing out the screws ever so slightly here. Anonymous was on to something. IMO, the only thing this board is lacking is better internals to help the sound. Everything else is amazing. I really think just stepping the internals a little bit more and not making it as flat will give this a huge boost. But also, before I say that and fully commit to saying that, let me just triple check backing out some of the screws here. I think that's also worth a try. Higher pitch alphas work better with that spacebar. Ooh, I sort of think I can kind of hear some of the sound again, kind of like resonating a little bit better. Should we quickly force break this? You know what? Screw it. Let's just quickly do it. Might as well. I really do think though, and I'm going to be very, very adamant on this. I think the better solution would probably be just slightly updating the internals. But also force brake pads are optional, and I think force brake pads being included with a kit are fantastic because it allows the user to really shape the sound of their keyboards. I also want to make it clear that just because a keyboard needs force brake pads doesn't mean it's bad. But I do like when companies include them. Was there 2 more screws here I'm missing? Am I missing screws? Was there 2 more on the side? I feel like I missed a screw. I can't remember how many there were now. Let's see. Over here too? Shoot, I don't remember. Plastic plate could go hard. I think it will be insane on this board. Did I miss a screw somewhere, guys? I feel like I must have had to. Right there. Oh, maybe because it's... Actually, I don't know. What's going on? Why aren't you coming apart? Which keyboard are you using most? Ooh, I don't know how to answer that for all the boards. I feel like it's been a pretty decent, healthy rotation of a lot of stuff. I think for like the 60%, it's been the most rotated board I have. Let me see something here. Sorry, just one sec. Oh. Am I going blind? I don't see another post here. I'm just going to hold it up to the light. Huh? Did you check the screw you cannot find? I don't know where it is. I don't know where the screw I can't find is. Is there ones on the side that I'm missing? Maybe there is. Just take the keycaps here. Oh, I found it. It was very hidden underneath the left control. Very, very, very hidden. Yippee. I guess, you know what? I guess we'll take a look at the internal structure here one more time, be a bit more analytical about maybe some findings here. When you really look at it, though, there's a lot of flat metal that sits across. Kind of difficult to see because it's in black, but see how much flat presence there is here, and then that will basically mate with everything over here. I'm not surprised that we need to maybe force break this a little bit. So let's grab some stickers. I'll grab these ones. Like, I'm not shocked. Oh wait, I don't have any stickers in this one. What the hell? Where are my stickers? They're right here. Is it because the PCB is too close to the bottom case? I don't think so. I think it's literally the force breaking here. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Bye, Aka. Take care. Take these and put these all back now. Yeah, good luck in your meeting. Like maybe it needs more internal volume. I think that's where maybe doing the stepped caps, like the stepped area in the internals might help it be a little bit more like, you know, airy sounding in a way. Again, I don't want to just make every keyboard sound the same though. So I kind of want to just make sure that some of the resonance or flatness we're hearing isn't just from the top and bottom sitting too close together. That's all. So that'll be the first step we take in trying to figure out things. Force brake pads, I just get them from the stabilizers I use. Literally all I do. Or an internal brass sheet where the screws are present. Yeah, it might need some volume or something too. Again, I want to clarify, if this was a really bad sound, I would tell you guys it's a really bad sound. I don't think this is a super bad sounding keyboard at all. If I made pizza, would Canada let me bring it with me? I don't know how that would work. I'm really not sure. Oh, man. I think without meat, maybe. Well, isn't dairy really highly controlled as well? I'm really not sure. Anti-cheese laws. Are you worried that you might void your warranty on the stab by using stab pads for a purpose they weren't intended? Always. It's a major concern I have a lot of the times. Ain't it unlikely for them to add to stepped internals? It's very unlikely, but I can still make suggestions and like point out things. I'm gonna be honest, like I feel like this is kind of the difficult part about looking at keyboards sometimes and weighing in. I think sometimes to myself like, oh, I know it's really expensive to make some of these large changes. That's why I tend to look at other things first. And I also don't want to make like every keyboard feel the same. You know what I mean? I know it maybe sometimes comes across as that, but I really don't want that to happen. All right, let's put this all together now. Oh, Alex, if you're able to buy clip-in stabs, Balkers by themselves, I don't see them come with tray clip-ins. I think you can. Can you guys pick up those little like shims, like they go into clip-ins separately from someone? I swear someone told me you can once. I think this is already different, I can tell. For reviews, it's pretty fair to use the same stabs and switches so they're better comparable. Yeah, I mean, you guys see me a lot using the same stuff too. He force breaks when it needs to be force broken? Yeah. I mean, if they were willing to add extra options last minute to the PCB, you never know. Yeah, you never know. Did you guys see that our review for the Stratum ended with they added a plate file change and stepped caps lock to the hot swap PCB? So, little small change, but a change was made, which was kind of cool to see. We influenced. Yeah, I think that was to be honest, I think that change may have gotten some people on board with the keyboard. Yeah, we got the step caps. They announced it today that they're making the step caps lock now. Yeah, I think it's very nice that people listen to feedback sometimes. Okay, let's see what this sounds like now, if there's even any difference. I think there is. All right, guys. Oh my God, there's so many of these things. Jeez. Come here. I'll move you to the pile of other stab stuff. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Now, the O and the P are different switches. I think there's a big difference. Yeah, I think it's not a huge difference. Sorry, I know I said there was a big difference. Let me take that back. It's not a huge difference, but I think that underlying flatness is completely gone. I still think this would be better suited with a, at least for my preferences, a PC plate. There's the long pull switches on O and P. Even these, you can tell there's a bit more oomph on the high end now. Mute it. Okay there, buddy. Very pretty keyboard, though. All right, so I do think maybe including some force I do think maybe including some force brake stickers would be very, very, very nice. I really do. Oh, the white up arrow? Sure, I'll do it for you. Other than that, I think for the future, consider maybe doing some stepped internal designs when making like large pieces of flat aluminum. Like maybe try to avoid that. I think that's something we're slowly learning in this hobby to avoid. Obviously, if you like a more bassy or thuddier sound signature, that is something you're going to want on your keyboard. Personal preference, I think, plays a huge part in that. I don't know how you guys feel, but I do think the whole stepped internal things can be personal preference. But I think objectively, making the areas where you screw in the bottom case and top case a little bit smaller, that way you don't have to constantly like remove switches and stuff, especially for solder units, would be pretty smart. And then yeah, I think including force brake stickers. No, Alex, keep the black up arrow. Oh. Sure. I'll try it. Read the rest of the message. Yeah, no, I get you. I get you. I get you, Adam. I read it, but I read it silently. Wow, Weesh is anti-me. Sometimes it do happen. It does happen sometimes, you know? Does that look cool? Actually, it does look pretty cool. And there we have it. Cool. Alex, why there's so many cool keyboards I can't buy them all? I don't know. Honestly, it's so difficult. It's so difficult to decide things right now with everything on the market. I feel like everything just came out all at once. It's kind of exhausting and frustrating. But there are a lot of really cool projects at the moment. This does look really nice though, man. Like, the keyboard aesthetic here, I think this like split line down the middle of different colors is just so pretty. I also kind of like how this is a little bit longer with the silver. Kind of adds to just a little bit more patchiness, but it's nice. It is nice. I'm considering buying the Touchstone because I have too many keycap sets, but I think I'll skip on this. Really, Luna? Is it because of the sound or curious? But yeah, that's pretty much it. Sound. I think, Luna, honestly, if you try the PC plate, you'll get a more clackier sound. I've always been a little bit more to aluminum top mounts personally. You don't have to listen to me though. I'm not trying to sell you on this. I have no reason to sell you on this right now, but if you want some of my advice, PC plate does help a little bit. Just a smidge. Bring it to a meetup. If I'm allowed to keep it for a little bit, and if there's a meetup soon, is there other plates available? I'm pretty sure there was. Let me check. Let me check really quick. There is other plates. There's like carbon fiber plate. I really, really think just a PC plate would be sick for this. I fuck with the mono, but the other colorways have classic colors on the bottom. How much is this? $485 was it? Let me double check now. $495. $495. No, $485 for the solder, $495 for the hot swap. I fuck with all the colors, man. I really do. All the colors are pretty for this. Yeah. All right, though, guys. That's pretty much the stream. That's pretty much it. Oh, why am I volume on Twitch here? Thanks for tuning in. Love you guys. Let's go find someone to raid. Let's see. Who is streaming at the moment? I think PEI would be good for this too. I think basically anything but metal. For me, metal top mount keyboards, I've never been a huge, like, I don't know. It's a very classy sound, and this is exactly the sound I expect for aluminum top mount, by the way. So this does it right. It's doing it correctly. Not really helpful, I bet, but I can do a last sound test. Let me just raid, let me start raiding Diego here. All right. One last sound test before we log off. Thanks for tuning in, though, guys. All right, guys. Have a good one. Love you. Talk to you soon. And good night, everybody. Bye-bye.